Oh, yay! Michelle's here. How are you? How's Colorado? You want to come on camera? You can. I put the link in the thing. And you can always come on and leave the camera off if you're camera shy. Or you can just chat with me. How's it going? How is life? I haven't talked to you in ages. How happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now? That's the question. Give me a rating. 1 is not very happy. 10 is out of the stratosphere happy. What number are you? Change the mood a little. I will never forget our breakfast or lunch. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Michelle. Michelle L. I can't see the keyboard as well because I'm just recuperating from I had eye surgery yesterday. You don't see a link. Okay, that's probably because you came in a little bit later. And I guess it's one of those things where you can't see it unless. Let's see. How's that? There you go. Can you see that? Maybe because it's on my YouTube line. Let me know if you can see that. If not, I will post it somewhere else. Hold on. Editing. Post. Nope. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hang on. I will get a different link. See technology here. Let's see. Invite guests. And I'm going to need to go into my Facebook too. I've never tried this before, so bear with me. Having some technological fun. First time try. Here we go. Let me know if you can see it now. So that should come from my Facebook. Do you see it? I can't see that coming on here, so yeah, let's talk like this. So on a scale of 1 to 10, can you hear me? Let's see. I'll type it here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy? Oh, she got it. That's the question. Oh, good. Loud and clear. There's also like a little delay. And if you're wondering what I'm doing and why it's dark, it's not the show. That's in the morning. Every once a month, last Friday of the month at 7 p.m., I usually do a Zoom call for anyone that wants to have their questions answered, whether it's about how can I be happier? How can I have better relationships? How can I get on your show? How can I write a best-selling book? How can I start a podcast? Anything you want. It's an hour a month, last Friday of the month. I call it Get Happy Hour, where you get to ask me anything you want. So that's what we're doing now. And let's see. My cancer has returned. Oh, Michelle. It's terminal, but I'm still at an 8. And that's called unconditional happiness, my friends. And I am just so proud of you. I've seen you just go through a lot and are still an 8. And 8 is a beautiful number. It's a homonym for good fortune. And I am going to give you this here because you deserve it. You ready? That's for Michelle to continue to affirm good health for you, that your body knows that it is perfect, complete, and whole, and that you continue to have unconditional happiness, unconditional love. 8 out of 10 is incredible. And you are loving, lovable, and loved, and you're a beautiful being. I met Michelle how many years ago? Gosh, I'm ageless, so we can't say exactly how many years. Back in California, next time you're in Cali, let's have some dinner for sure. For sure. Yeah. You know what? Unless you have to go, what advice do you have for anybody who has cancer right now, who has you went into remission for a while and then you got it again? What can you give as your experience, strength, and hope and advice to anyone who's going through that opportunity for growth and expansion themselves? So, and we met in 2010. I wasn't born in 2010. I'm kidding. 2010. And I remember that. I think I was speaking that year at a Dakota conference, I think it was. And I ended up crashing on the couch of the room. I think there was no rooms left. And I got to stay and get to know Michelle. And we've had a long 13 years. Don't see each other a whole lot. She hosted me when I went to Colorado to do the book signing at the Tattered Covers bookstore in Colorado. And my bonus sister, Linda Martin, hosted me to stay. And then we went to Original Pancake House. Best breakfast place in the world. I need to go get them as a sponsor. Although with the weight loss, I haven't been there as often as I certainly used to. Dutch apple, pancake, and a cheese omelet. I never understood what fluffy omelets were until I had an Original Pancake House cheese fluffy omelet. Okay, here's the advice. Do your trauma work now. Don't wait. I am not clinging to life. I am ready for transitioning with no regrets. Have a higher power that you're ready to go home to. Beautiful. So for people who are not in maybe the self-development aspect of life, and maybe are not familiar with trauma, Michelle and I are both people who have known trauma and have worked disciplined to deal with that trauma. I always say what you do not deal with will come back and deal with you. So do your trauma work now. Don't wait until you are in midlife crisis or midlife opportunity. When you start crying, I have clients who cry and they don't know why they're crying, but they can't stop. And usually that's a sign that you have not processed through or done your trauma work. So that is it. There's an original. Oh, I'll get to that in a second. I'm on a roll here. Don't wait. And I'm so glad that you checked in, because this is This is such an important thing that I have been, I don't know, did you catch Wednesday's show at all? I hope you did, but if you didn't, it's on my YouTube channel. And hold on, I'm going to change the music. It's starting to get a little repetitive here. Let's see, feeding the ducks is okay, that's better. So on Wednesday, I had the privilege of working with my co-host, not as a co-host, but she just flew back from Florida. She just lost her brother, and she's a grief expert. She does that work in coaching. She does that work in, she's a certified grief coach and all of that. And I said to her, come do the show, but come rest in my arms and come get some relief with me. You don't have to be the coach here. Let me just figuratively hold you. And let me do that with you now, Michelle, even though you're at an 8 and you don't need to do it necessarily. I do want to give this to you for me. I want to be able to affirm what you're saying, which is, let me turn this down a bit. I love that you say you're not clinging to life. Now, that is not something that is necessarily acceptable in our culture. We're not supposed to want to die. We're not supposed to be happy when someone dies. We're supposed to grieve, and we're sometimes supposed to grieve like forever. When people die, there's this, we call it a loss. We call it they're dead, they're gone. And what I'm more and more and more, as I'm more ageless, realizing, and as I steep myself further into the teachings of Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction and agape, that, we really are eternal beings. We really are connected. We're expressions of that energy that is all around us, that is responsible for the fact that there's one droplet of water in the ocean that is the same, or blade of grass that's the same, or leaf on a tree, or sand on the beach. All of that is one of a kind wonderful, as we are, as human beings are. And the way that I see life and death now is so different. My dad passed early from lymphoma, and I used to, the day he died, and Father's Day, and the day he was diagnosed, and the day, his birthday, and Father's Day, and every one of those was this, and holidays, I would just be so blue and down, and, going to visit his gravestone. And I realized I had a dream that he's not there, but he's not dead. He's not gone. He's alive in the way that we all are when we return to that energetic, I don't know, soup. I don't like that term, but that chi, eternal energy. And so I was saying some of this on Wednesday, as I hold you and affirm and support you on not clinging to life, not because you don't want to. I have clients who say, I have to beat this. I have to refuse to let go, because, and so they'll try all kinds of things that end up hurting them. And I know my dad, his last 8 months were miserable. They were doing all kinds of treatments. There's no known treatment for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And so he ended up getting, his last 8 months were horrible. And he, told me he wished that he had just allowed himself to naturally pass to the other side. And so, I'm going to support you in that, Michelle. I know where you're going. It's where I'm going. It's where we're all from. that beautiful energy. Some people call it God. Some people call it Jesus or Yahweh or Krishna or Buddha or Kuan Yin. There's many words for that thing that's outside of ourselves, and we're all connected to it. And that in your beautifully written words, I'm not clinging to life. I'm ready for transitioning with no regrets. Have a higher power that you're ready to go home to. And beautifully said. I have a higher power called my UPS man, my universal power source. And he delivers every morning when I pray and meditate. And he's there for me to talk to, hang on to. Every time I step in it, he chuckles. He doesn't punish. He's not a God that needs anger management classes. And that's the best news that I think I've discovered in my ageless, more adulting life, is that I don't have to be limited or repulsed by a concept of a higher power that is angry and punishing and is just not very nice, that I grew up with. And whatever it is, honestly, I don't prescribe any particular. I just say what mine is. And there's some people that have adopted UPS man, because there's a lot of trucks wrecking around, and every time I'm out there and I see one, I just feel like I'm supported, even though I'm always supported. So have something. If you're an atheist or an agnostic, again, go for it. Believe in it or not, but as long as it's working for you. I think that's my caveat. If it's working for you, whatever it is, it's none of my business. And I don't want to sway you from anything that you want to believe. However, if your belief system isn't working for you, and there's quite a few people now, and I'm grateful for that, who understand what I'm talking about and would rather believe the positive. Michelle, you'll laugh at this. There was a woman yesterday who heard me speak, and she said, "You are just so positive. I wish you could pour that and bottle it so I can take it home with me." And it was sweet. I've never heard anybody say that. And actually, you can take me home with you. Michelle, you'll remember this. This is when I was on book tour. I went to Tattered Covers in Colorado. And because I hit number 4 on Denver Post, because I was there, I hit number 4 on Denver Post and ended up being a national bestseller, and also number 1 bestseller on Amazon. So have you written, that reminds me, Michelle, have you written some of this stuff down? Yes, you have your signed copy. Michelle, I think that I would like you to, because this right here is perfect. I'm going to say the title of your book that you're going to start writing today, and you just write a little bit, 15 minutes every day, and call it see, you want to write a book. So that's why I had this impulse to do this here instead of just limit it to Zoom. So let's come up with a good title for your book right now. It's going to be, how's this? You say cancer like it's a bad thing. It's a suggestion, not, we don't have to, we're just playing now, because I love doing this. This is one of my favorite things. I have a program when I work with new authors who want to write a book, and everybody else has questions. So I shall self-publish? Should I try to go with a publisher? Do you make more money this way or that way? And we can certainly answer your questions on that. All right, let's see. Title. Oh, you have the title. Okay. It's called Saved at a Kegger. Okay. One person's story of redemption. Beautiful. Beautiful. The only reason why I want, because you've had such a intimate relationship with cancer, I believe, and because cancer is like my guest from The Nanny, Fran Drescher, it's 1 in 3 women and 1 in 2 men have cancer, something like that. That statistic. It was shocking when she told me. So I'm not saying that redemption's not a bad thing, but I think that if your title really talked to something that people are looking for relief from and some answers from, and I know that I think that would be my recommendation to you, is to write something there. I mean, you can always use that. Why are you saying crazy? I think I believe this is my what did I suggest a few seconds ago? You say cancer like it's a bad thing? Oh, the cancer stats. Yeah, it is crazy. You didn't know the stats? Here, let me look it up and make sure, because she was on my show twice, but I'm still under the effects of that anesthesiologist, and she said that I would have amnesia, and I've had amnesia all day. So let me make sure that this is okay. I'm gonna go Google this. Cancer statistics 2023. National Cancer Society should probably have the best. Cancer.org. Lung Foundation. Okay. 1 in 8. Oh, this one says 1 in 8 women are affected. Okay. Oh, that's breast cancer though. Cancer statistics. I want to find corresponding to cancer facts and figures. Okay. They're not saying it the way that she did. Let's see what this says. Let me pull this up on here. This is one of the fun things I can do, is so you can see it with me. You see it? All right. Incidence rate, cervical cancer, supplemental estimated new cases in 4 major cancers. Estimated deaths. Adjusted rates. This is like too detailed. Here, let me do this differently. 1 in how many men get cancer? Let's see what that's at. See, I was right. Do you see it? Men have a 1 in 2 chance of being diagnosed with cancer during their lifetime. And in women, the chance is 1 in 3. See? Are you surprised? Okay, let's see. Go back to that. And I'm gonna copy paste. See if it comes out. Control C. Copy. Crazy. See? Crazy again, right? Let's see. I have proof this time. I'm glad I wasn't. No, it's not doing it. Here, let me. If I put the. It's not copy paste. Okay, one more try. because I want you to see it. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, it's, I'm not exaggerating. Not exaggerating. And it is everywhere. And it is something that, everybody has a theory about it. I think that processed foods has something to do with it because we are the generation of processed foods. I think the more pharmaceuticals, the mental stress, the fact that 86% of doctors' visits are diagnosed as stress related. Hold on one second. I think my grand dog son's dad is here. I thought I unlocked the door. I unlocked the door and I didn't unlock the door. But his daddy's here. And he's been so good. I got to babysit my grand dog son. So the title that do you want to come say hi? I'm live right now.
Hi.
This is Phil, my daughter's boyfriend. And this is the dad of my grand dog son that you have all seen at some point. Wait, oh, you're getting so heavy. Who's that? Do you see him? Ellen? Michelle? She says hi, Phil. Say hi. This is Pablo. Say hi. Okay. The spaghetti sauce is in the fridge. Yeah. So, and the food is over there. If you want to, you should be fine if you want to hang out there. I'm going to be done in 20 some minutes, but came to pick him up. The title I said, Michelle, for, yes, he is very sweet. The title that I said was "You Say Cancer Like It's a Bad Thing." And it's a pretty provocative title. So I'll give you some of the tips that I do when I work with people who want to write books. And we'll just do this on the air because there's a lot of people that ask me the same questions about, how did your book get to be a bestseller? Should you publish, or how do you come up with the title? And titles are probably one of the most important things for the book. And it really speaks to, because a lot of people do what you did, which is funny, right? You said kegger, saved at a kegger, one person's story of redemption, which is nice. It's more personal to you than catchy to, let's say, a reader. And it's, if you notice, there was a slew of books right near my time that used a lot of asterisks and punctuation because they were saying shift and fork straight up. And it got people's attention. And you know what I'm talking about. There was a whole slew of them when my book came out. And so it has to be something that is not necessarily personal. It has to be something that somebody wants. So if you're writing a book that you want people to buy, or if you're writing a book about your life, it's nice. Now, I'm not saying that you're not important, but the hook has to be there. So that's why I came up with that one. And I think that's a pretty good hook. You say cancer like it's a bad thing, because for you, it's been more than once, but you have a plethora of wisdom and peace when it comes to cancer. And not a lot of people are looking for some kind of, how do I stop feeling like I'm out of control because I have cancer? Now, that's another good title. How do I stop feeling like I am out of control when I have cancer? There's another good title. I'm going to write that down. Did you write that down? You write it down. It's going to be your book. So write that down. I want to put it up because I think that's pretty good. So that's one advice for the title. The other thing is, it's and this is part of my own BS, my own belief system. So you got it. Okay, do me a favor and type it down though, because I want to put it up there. This is the first title that I said. There. You say cancer like it's a bad thing. All right. So, and the cake is in that box. Take that box. Did you see it? Yeah. It's like this giant, I got a beautiful cake yesterday. A 14-year cake. Michelle, wink, wink, nod, nod. Let's see. So the title should be provocative and speak to something that you know that a lot of people don't know. So the value in books is, and this is why I say everybody has a book in them, because everybody goes through hardship of some kind. Pain in life is mandatory, suffering is optional. And we both know that saying. I use it all the time. It's not my saying, but it's so accurate because no one is exempt from pain. There's different kinds of pain. For me, mine was childhood trauma. 7 out of 10 of us have childhood trauma. If we're the majority, why do we think there's something wrong with us? You have had cancer multiple times. You have gone through that experience. One of the reasons why you went through that experience is so you could help others and say, when they are freaking out because they just got a diagnosis, you can hold their hand and say, Darla, I don't know exactly how you feel, but I kind of know somewhat of what you feel. And in that moment, you are able to help them way more than I would. And so there is a part of me that now believes that people have pain in life so that it chisels them into a very helpful person. And it feels good when you help people. I don't believe it should be your primary purpose in life, because that can get you into a place where you're exhausted all the time. You're giving, and you never have time for yourself. You never replenish yourself. So I really prescribe to, I'm here in life to live, love, laugh, and learn. That's why I'm here. So service work is beautiful, and it is certainly what I do, and I love to do it. But it is not my primary purpose in life. My primary purpose is to be happy, to claim my birthright to happy 88% of the time, to feel good most of the time. And being of service feels good. But everyone who's had some kind, how many different kinds of ways do we go through fire? So wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it make sense that we go through certain fires so that we can turn around and grow from it and learn from it and then help other people with it? So that's why I give away Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award, because I love people who take things like your cancer and turn around and help other people with things that only you are familiar with because you've gone through it. So that's my tip for how you can absolutely write it. And you can just start with that. I actually didn't come up with my title until after I had already started writing. So that's the other thing. You don't have to know how many chapters. You don't have to know, they do have these very detailed, who's your audience? What's the benefit? What is your book similar to? It's a cross between what and what. I said mine's a cross between, mine's a self-help book on steroids, and it's a cross between I'm okay, you're okay, and you're still okay, and don't sweat the small stuff and the big stuff. So I think you can do that if it comes naturally, but the most important thing is you just start writing. You got that before I even said it. I will really start writing now. You anybody and everybody can start writing like now. And I would encourage everybody. You don't have to have the end in mind. I really I used to believe that way. I was very much a goal oriented, I have targets, I have milestones. I want this and this and this by a certain time. And then I realized that my perfectionism and my goal setting and my achievement orientation were robbing me of being happy in the journey. Because it was never enough. Like I would finish 7 chapters. Oh, but I'm still not doing 8. I just lost 35 pounds, but I want to lose another. You're never, I made this much money, but I haven't met this. Targets are arbitrary. If you really want to see magic happen in life, just trust. Trust in a friendly universe. Einstein says the most important question that a human being has to answer is the universe friendly or not? That's one of the reasons why I'm so positive and so happy, because I choose to believe in a friendly universe, no matter what, no matter how much gun violence is out there, no matter how many people are starving, no matter how many people, because Hitler was alive, because I don't like the president, the last one, whatever the reason is not a good enough reason for me not to be happy 88% of the time. It is my choice, because I know that the universe is conspiring for me, never against me. And why do I believe that? Because it feels good. So same thing with whatever you're doing right now in life. Want to write a book? Just start writing, because you're connected to that energy that created Einstein's creations, right? Einstein was connected to the same energy that we're connected to, the same energy that dolphins are swimming in, the same energy that Pablo is having fun in. All of us are connected by that life force called chi, and that is a limitless power. That's why this year's theme for me, that you've all been very aware of, because I say it all the time, let's go up. Michelle Obama says, go high. I say, go up. UP stands for unlimited possibilities. And ever since I probably for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been super strong, law of attraction, super strong, best feeling thought. And whatever I'm thinking, if it doesn't make me feel good, I look at something else. And you don't face reality, you're sticking your head in the sand. Yep. Because I know that everything that I love in life, I know that everything that is in my desire bathtub, not well, it's bigger than a what is it? Bucket. It's bigger than a bucket. So I say bathtub. So all the things that I want to feel and achieve and have, they're all already done in a vortex of vibration. So that's how Abraham talks about it. Abraham is the teacher, and all I need to do to get that stuff to materialize is focus on what is good, to focus on the best of me, not beat myself up, not tell myself that I'm a piece of shiitake, not look for things that are wrong in someone else, not look at things that are wrong in the world, not look at things that I have no business looking at, looking at things that I have no control over, like my children's lives. They have their own connection to a source, a higher power, a God, people say they're not uncomfortable with the word God, use nature, whatever it is. The evidence that we're not alone, that everything's gonna be okay, that the universe is conspiring for us, never against us. And so I don't think, Rochelle, that I know you're ready, and when you're ready, you're ready. And I think that your book, talking about realistically everything that you've tried and everything that you've done, I think is of value, for people who are going in the early stages of cancer right now. So it's kind of like, that question that a lot of hosts and show guests or show hosts say, that I do too, is if you went back in time and could tell your younger self what's really important, what would you say? So for you, this book is about, if I could go back and tell Michelle, who got diagnosed at what age, with what diagnosis by the doctor, if you were able to tell her, that's the book, right? So I already see the chapters, what I would have told her when she got the news at first, what I would have told her when she tried chemo, what I would have told her when she was feeling hopeless, what I would have told her when she was feeling sick, what I would have, all the things that you have tried and have worked and have not worked, all that belongs in your book. That's a bestseller right there. I mean, with all the people that have cancer right now, that's valuable stuff you've gone through, Michelle. So that's a unique gift that you have, that you could give to the world. And I'm so grateful today, coming back, and I haven't done lives in so long on Facebook. I thought, you know what, I'm going to see who's around and connect more, because the show's been quite the project. And now that I'm on every single day, that I'm a white by the time I can't do lives anymore, but I do post, and I know that people are enjoying the reels. And I actually work for Meta now. They're paying me for my reels, which is really nice, because I just do it because it's fun and I enjoy doing that. This was a divine appointment. Yes, it was. And the coolest thing too is I pre-recorded a show that's going to come on. When's that coming on? What day is it? I think Tuesday I'm going to put it on. I got to interview Lucy, I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball, and Desi Arnaz's daughter, Lucy Arnaz. And when I finished the interview, she was so sweet. She said, "Oh my God, you are such a bright light, and you're better than," well, I'm not going to say that, but she did say that. Another big host, my honorable moniker, but I was just so tickled with that, because we had a tough time getting that interview down for some reason or another. We had technical difficulties the first time we tried in the fall, and then her husband got ill, and then Jeffrey was having problems getting in the studio today, and it was like, man, maybe we're not supposed to do this interview, but we did, and it was so nice to. I love people who are familiar with getting interviewed, who compliment me, because they know what it's like. So it was such a nice compliment. But anyways, that would be Tuesday's show. You'll have to tune in for that one. You are awesome. It's true. And congratulations on 14. Thank you, my dear Michelle Elm. Thank you for sharing Get Happy Hour with Dr. Marissa every last Friday of the month. And we'll do this again. We'll start collecting. During COVID, I was actually streaming a lot more ad hocly, and there were a lot of people. Now that I'm regular in the morning, if can't do 8 in the morning, you will be able to do the last Friday of the month. All right, Michelle, you know the drill. It's all about balance, peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. And on Monday, if you tune in, Michelle, here's the latest honor. Talk about things that I wasn't planning on. I got my first. This is my 19th award. Again, after the first 2 awards, everything else was a surprise. Didn't try for it. This one I didn't try for. I got contacted last year and said, I'd like to nominate you for a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'm like, I almost said it out loud. I wanted to say, it's not for people who are going to die, but I'm so honored. And it's a beautiful award. I've never seen anything quite as beautiful as this. So he's presenting it to me on the air on Monday. So that's 8 a.m. That's the show. Monday, Tuesday is Lucille Ball's daughter and Jeffrey Sitkoff with Doors of Change, helping homeless youth. Wednesday is dream interpretation. No, it's not. Wednesday is Dr. Obeng, the doctor who goes around the planet and fixes cleft, not just cleft, giant tumors on faces. He just fixed a little boy's penis, was born without a penis. He does this all free. I got invited to the fundraiser. He's going to come on and talk about the work he does. That's Wednesday's show. Great show. Wednesday, Thursday, Straight Talk with Sam Works and Dr. Marissa when we get naughty. And then Friday, my wonderful daughter of Otis Williams, the founder of The Temptations. So it's our special series, Tempting Conversations with Dr. Marissa. And that's every weekday morning at 8. Take my advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show. And that's on KCAA, NBC News Radio, AM 1050, FM 106.5. And we are looking for sponsors. We are looking for people who want to do a show on the station. I can get you special rates to do that. If you'd like to start your own podcast, just hit me up for the special treatment, and we'll get you there on the air. Do not die wondering. That's my motto in life. Don't die wondering for the future, and no regrets for the past. Same as you, Michelle. All right, that's it. Now go and have the best night ever. We'll use the go out from the show music.